Hello everybody and welcome to Chronicles RuneScape Legends. Now, this is one of those games that's been in open beta and closed beta for a pretty significant amount of time, but it's finally public. And I just got into it recently. Now, if you're not familiar with the game, the idea of it is that instead of a normal trading card game where you're sort of playing against your opponent's creatures and you play cards to sort of interact with what they're doing. Here, each player has a little avatar, and the cards you play are being encountered by your character. So it's kind of like an adventure-style game. Obviously, there's interaction with your opponent, but it's an interesting take. If you want to know more about how to play, then there's plenty of good videos on YouTube about it. And the in-game tutorial is actually pretty good. Now, today we're going to be using this deck that I made for Raptor, and all these cards, except for this one, are basic. But I've actually done pretty well so far. I went undefeated in Bronze League, for instance. So let's go over the deck and then we'll see how well it does in Silver. Now, this removes your weapon, what gives you gold. Always include. This one is just 4 health. This one you attack your opponent, they attack you, and then you draw 1 card. So it's kind of a good way to get a decent trade in early. 4 HP, a weapon, damage plus base attack, gold, armor and gold, and damage to rival, base attack increase, damage to rival. You trade 6 health for 8 armor, cheap weapon, gold, damage to rival and gold, draw cards, and gain armor with royal attack. So the goal of this deck is basically all of your cards are very efficient. There's no real synergy between them. It's not like, say, Handmage where you're trying to go for a specific combo or something. But each one is good in its own way. And so you just keep playing your cards, and then hopefully do a lot of damage to your opponent, and get a lot of armor, and then eventually outlast them in the final fight. Like I said, yeah, as you can see, I'm undefeated in rank so far with this deck. So let's see how we do. This is my first silver game, but my promotion to silver is actually against this silver opponent. I did pretty well. So we'll see how we do. Going first in this game is pretty important because that means you get the first hit in the final battle. We'll save all this. Maybe I don't need this quite yet. That's not that great. I'll take a lot of damage from this, but there are worse things. I've been seeing a lot of Raptors in ranked, and I am pretty low on the ranked ladder still. I'm only at the opening parts of silver. Now, I've heard other YouTubers comment that Raptor is one of those characters who does well with more advanced cards. So we'll see if being in silver is a big detriment to you or not. I think next up I'll try and hit him with my dual tournament. Our hull is actually even though he has armor. Ooh, that's pretty good.
My path is decided.
I don't think I really need the 3 gold. This deck, like I said, is designed to go without gold and a lot of other things. The main things you want gold for are your weapon, pretty much. Yeah, I'll get over it. Like that. I was experimenting with some of the bigger creatures, but I don't really think having them in always adds very much. Should have used my weapon, now he gets less armor from that guy. So I heal this. I'm a little bit ahead of him in HP. Same basic attack bonus. And obviously I want gold for this. We'll see what I draw. I couldn't do that earlier, but oh well.
Is decided.
I'm only taking one hit from that, so I'll have 5 less health. But overall, so far I'm liking the game. It's an interesting twist. And since I'm doing pretty decent with basic cards, then hopefully it kind of avoids the biggest problem with TCGs, is that the less resources you have, the less competitive you are. Ooh, that's pretty rough. Not alone might have won in the game. No, he's only a little bit ahead of me. Like 4. I'm gonna have a higher base attack. But it's still anybody's game. Zombies. I think I'll save this guy for later because I want to be able to use the weapon in the final fight.
My path is decided.
Looks like this guy's using a pretty similar strategy though. Get lots of armor, lots of HP, get a high base attack. Yeah, pretty close. He's a little bit ahead of me. Let's see what we get. Something good, hopefully. Ooh. We'll just barely be able to afford that, so that's nice. I think we'll put this here. We can't play this because I'm going to afford our sword.
My path is decided.
Gold. 2. Yeah. I was confused because it automatically plays it to the first open space. Alright, I think this is the best we're going to do. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to play a big creature. To 36. Gotta play a weapon. Shame. I put those in the opposite order. But nothing to be done. Let's see how it goes. Nice.
My victory was inevitable.
So overall, this deck is very consistent. Like I said, I haven't lost a game with it yet. But at the same time, you're sacrificing that you're sacrificing those big combos. Let's do another one and see how well we do. The fact that it's cheap to make is also pretty nice. I've only opened like 3 booster packs so far. Alright, this guy is actually in bronze. So either he's doing pretty well or there was a lot of opponents available.
Second does not deter me.
I think we want to get rid of these. They're a little early. Okay. This will give us some nice gold. We'll trade out 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll trade out him. I don't need a weapon quite yet. If we get enough gold to afford this. Perfect. Very nice. So we want to.
I must think fast.
We want that. Gold and this guy. Yeah. That looks good. Oh, wait, I forgot that guy has to attack. Well, we needed the gold, so it's not a big deal. He's only going to do 4 damage to us. Trades in this game require a little bit of different thinking than in other games, like say Hearthstone, where you're trading minions, or Magic Gathering, where you're trading card advantage, minions, and spells and things. Yeah, we're even gonna have the base attack. I could have done that in a slightly better order, but like if I had played this and that guy, but then I would have been waiting a chapter for my base attack bonus, which I don't necessarily want to do. I think I'll save this guy. I'll just get full armor up. Get plenty of armor. Do some damage to the enemy. Destroy one of his big boys. Oh, that's good. Good for him, he didn't have to discard a card there. Now, since armor doesn't have a cap, but health does, the Void Shifter, or whatever it's called, that's a pretty good card. Looks like he's saving up for something big. We are ahead in HP, though. Effective health is 30 to 21, so that's good. And the more attack he gets, the more effective this will be. Let's see here. Another one of these, or we've got plenty of chapters left, so I think saving this isn't necessarily a terrible idea.
My path is decided.
I'm hoping he'll have a weapon around here. Ooh. That's good. He takes that damage, and he doesn't get. He only gets 3 armor off of its effect. 6 HP, not bad. It's harsh, but I can still kill this in one shot, so I'm not worried about it. That's all I needed it for. And he takes this damage. Okay, so we are ahead of him in effective HP. Our base attacks are equal. And I have one more card in my hand than he does, but I don't have enough gold to play it yet, so let's see what we get. Not really too happy about that. That's a pretty crappy hand because I can't use all of these.
is decided.
It's gonna be one of those turns. Alright. We still got another chapter, that means we'll have more options. Ooch. That's harsh. I wanted to discard the dual tournament, but that plus the sword, if I can get the gold for it, will actually be nice. So he lost 3 HP there. Now he has a higher base attack than me. So let's see what we get now. Something good.
I must prepare for battle.
Not what I was hoping for. But it could actually be worse. I don't even want to play this. He has a higher base attack than me.
My path is decided.
I don't think I do. I still had my heal. This would be a good place to play it. But what you gonna do? I don't think I want to play that because chances are too high that it'll give him a favorable trade. Let's make it a 4 for him because he lost 8 and then he gained 12. Cards don't matter in this stage, so. I think I put my weapon late. You do still have higher effective HP than he does. Ooh. Alright, I think we got this one. Nope. Harsh, bro. We do have the weapon though, so let's see how this goes. And he goes first. I think he's got us. Damn. Yeah, that potion at the end really fucked us over. But still, GG. Our very first defeat with this deck. Had to happen eventually, right? I wonder if that's a card we want to try adding to our deck. I think we have it. Multiple armor 4. So let's say we have an average of 10 armor. I don't think it's actually better than him. That's the thing about this deck, is that I've tried to completely restrict all the cards that rely on other cards to be effective. I think they're just dealing with our hand that was our downfall. Discarding our heal was a real big detriment. Well, let's see how this one goes. Ooh.
Going second does not deter me.
That's actually not bad. I think they're a little bit pricey though, in terms of attack value, so. Now losing 1 HP to gain 4 armor is nice, but I don't want to take the chance. There we go, perfect. I want to lose this if I can.
My path is decided.
Losing this heal would be annoying, and so would be losing that. But that's a risky take with him. That is the risk you take with this card. Now, as you can see, we're fighting a lot of raptors. using the same strategy I am. Harsh. But we have another one in the deck. Usually only need one for the final battle. Nice deck, guy. Oh, I did go second. I have the card advantage at least. He's ahead of me. A little more gold though. Well, we definitely want to play this. Gold.
My path is decided.
So that way we have the weapon going into the next chapter. Pretty much none of our monsters really need a weapon except for the 5 HP guy. And again, that was an intentional decision so that you weren't stuck with a guy you couldn't defeat. Oh no, 3 damage! See, that's why I didn't make the paramedic. I just don't like its unreliability. It's the same thing with the mage hand combo deck. There's this one card that deals damage equal to your hand size times 2, and dealing 20 damage is certainly nice, don't get me wrong, but unless it's an auto win, I don't think it's worth the effort. We got 8 gold, 6 attack. So now we're gonna waste our weapon entirely.
My path is decided.
Unless he has one of those cards that buff your enemy's monsters, which I don't think he does. This deck looks familiar. He is ahead of me though, so can't get cocky. Pretty even, which makes sense given our decks. So this is one of those games that's going to come down to who draws better, pretty much. Ooh.
My path is decided.
I think I want to play this first. I don't want to take any damage from this, not at all. And I want to play it as late as possible because he might play a weapon. Weapon charges are important, but they'll be important for the final battle, but not taking 7 damage is certainly worth a weapon charge. 4 armor plus 4 armor. Alright, final chapter. He didn't play very many cards in that chapter, so let's see what he plays this one.
This is the final confrontation.
Of course we get the dudes, so we have to waste our weapon charge if we want to use them. So let's do some math. Dealing 3 damage to him isn't worth wasting 5 damage. Wasting 5 damage isn't. So this gives me a +4 at a -5. This gives me a +2 at a -5, and this gives me a +3 advantage at a -5. So I don't think any of these are actually worth playing, much as I hate to say it. I think I'd rather just take the weapon into the final confrontation, do that extra 10 damage to him. Well, it was 10 damage. This is a +6, +9, yeah.
I hope you like the taste of failure. Gods.
So keeping the weapon is 10, and playing the cards would have been 8. But he might play that thing that damages my weapon durability, so we'll see. It's a gamble, but I'm willing to take it. Ooh, yeah, but it's still a 4 times 2, so it's still equal. Alright, let's see how it goes. Nice. Very nice. 2 HP.
My victory was inevitable.
Yeah, there you go. Of course, right back where we started, but unfortunately, I can't afford a pack yet. There's one complaint I have about this game is that the pack cost is a bit high, but there you have it. Basic Raptor, excluding one card, which could easily be replaced with a different health card. Now a Jubbly Bird, which is like 3 HP, is pretty much the same thing. I might need to replace this, as it just doesn't get as much use as I would like. And I took out one of these because I feel like having more options is nice, but it isn't always worth it, especially since he has 4 health, which is quite a lot. So there's definitely room for improvement here. But as a basic deck, this deck has done pretty well. Took me all the way through bronze. You saw how we did in silver. But we'll try it again later, maybe tweak it a bit and see how it goes. Thanks everybody for watching, and be sure to tune in next time.